right. Guys, oh, okay. Good evening, everybody. I want to introduce Josh Oakes from SmartSocial. As a district, we have a resource called SmartSocial that is available to educators, families, and students. And the reason why we are having this presentation is to share with you all, kind of trends and things that are kind of occurring online, and really important conversations to have with your student about social media, digital safety, things to kind of be aware of, how apps function that parents may not be aware of, and to kind of have that information going into conversations with your child to make sure that they are viewing safe content and just acting appropriately online. Because as the digital platforms are evolving and changing, we want to be up to date on how to best support our students and families. So with that being said, here's Josh Oakes from Smart Social, and we look forward to all the information that he's going to share with us this evening.
And Dr. Ditmar will be providing a survey out for you guys. So please keep aware of that on the chat because as true educators, we always like to look at the data and what we're providing for our families. So let's give a nice virtual round of applause for Josh today. Woo!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the program. It's so good to have you here. I'm live from Los Angeles, California. My name is Josh Oakes, and I'm the founder of SmartSocial.com. We have an army of amazing parents who do the research for you. We're based all over the country in lots of different communities that have unique problems that all tend to stem from the very devices that our kids are begging for or already have. Maybe they're begging for a smartphone over the holidays, or they're begging for Fortnite, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is. I'm going to show you a resource that your school district has provided for free for you to use all year long. And you are the great parents, you're the PTO group, you're the advisors, you're the helpers. Maybe you're watching the replay tonight or today. I want to show you how to help your little tribe, your community, because we're going to show you some resources long after we're gone and we're going to have some real teens talk here tonight about what the struggles they have. And I'm going to show you how to access this whole platform. So first, I want to show you how it works. And then in a few minutes, I'm going to give you all a QR code towards the end on how to join and log in. And then you'll be able to share this with other parents. And I'll show you each week how to enter for a chance to win a giveaway that we're already giving away each week in our events. So I'll tell you not only how to learn, but how to earn. We give away a Kindle, a 3D printer, or a Bluetooth speaker every single week, and parents all over the country win them just for coming to learn how to keep their kids safe on the internet. So it's a lot, it's fun. I'm on smartsocial.com. So if you're watching right now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to zoom in just a little bit for all of your screens. And on Smart Social, I want to show all of you kind of what we've become known for. If you click on the search tab up on the top, well, let's scroll down just a little bit. When I left Disney Studios in brand marketing many years ago, I dedicated my life to protecting kids. And we now have an army of parents, as I mentioned, who do the research for you on the best parent guides on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox, Netflix, WhatsApp, and 450 more. This is all free for you. So there's nothing here that's outside of the realm of what you get complimentary. Also, we do weekly events. So if you're struggling with anything, come to any one of the events, ask any question. But we do have thematic things we're doing each week and each month. So December 9th, and today is the 4th. So is screen time pulling your child away? Balancing parental controls and student privacy. It's a live session number 2. We had live session number 1 last night, I think. So no one's left behind. You got another one. You can watch the replay as well. And we've got an educator. If you're a PTO, a parent, a community member, or an educator, we've got helping parents balance screen time and student privacy from an educator standpoint. We've got Roblox and Minecraft night. This one is piling up and full because why? Roblox is all over the news. It's dangerous. I'm going to talk to you for a sec about it. I'm going to give you the no frills danger behind it in just a sec. Curtis, don't let me leave. Maybe in about 10 minutes, remind me, will you? Because there's a lot I'm going to share tonight. I want to talk about Roblox. I know that's going to be really important. I want to see everybody in the chat box. Please give me a Roblox yes, my kids are on it, or Roblox no. Let me know in that chat box, Roblox yes, Roblox no. Peter and Curtis are going to monitor that. I will be peeking at every chat. So I want to see if your kids are on it so we know. We've also got some other replays. Our events are in English and they're in Espanol, and they're in Mandarin, and they're in 9 other languages, a total of 12 languages. I want to show you how to find those languages. If people in your community speak Spanish, here's how you do that. You go to the top and you roll over lang, short for language, and you roll over ES for Espanol. ZH stands for is Mandarin, oddly enough, ZH, Mandarin, and then you've got all these other languages as well. It'll auto click over to that, but ES is really a great resource for all of our PTO friends and family here who want to really help the community. Okay, let's dive into something here real quick. We've got some Roblox no. Let us know in your, type yes or no in the chat. Great. I see iPhone 23 says Roblox no. Now, we've got a lot of resources here, and I want to show you any app that you're on. If you click on that search box in the upper right, you type in Snapchat. It's not just one resource. It's not just one guide. We've got a replay of our world-class $1 million program. We do like 12 of these a year. We've got the ultimate guide to Snapchat. We've got the Line app, which has to do with Snapchat, and all these other apps. Many of them are private. You're going to get you will get a full subscription for free, thanks to your school district. And you type in anything, Fortnite perhaps. I think I spelt it right the first time. There we go. We've got a lot of different survival games, Fortnite guide for parents. Let's go into some of the most recent ones that we have, and I'll show them to you, the impact of screen time. Let's look at the Instagram guide. Let's click on that. So for the Instagram guide, here's how our site is laid out. It is a resource for any parent who's struggling. Where do I go? Who do I trust? We do not get paid by the big apps or big data or big companies. We're only paid by school districts to serve parents. So you're going to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly from SmartSocial about these apps. And we're very honest. So this is what parents and educators need to know about Instagram. It has a nice 4-minute little tiny guide on Instagram, and we have 450 of these. So we're not going to watch the Instagram one, but it'll give you an overview. If you are a guardian in tonight, you're taking care of the kids and you're like, they're begging for Instagram, this is the best, most honest 4 minutes you need to know. Short and sweet. And then what is it? And here's what the news says. Top concerns, the algorithm. And we give it to you straight up. So you can read it. And a lot of AI uses our stuff to suggest it to parents. What's the default age rating? I'm going to tell you right now, and we'll probably try and pull up a video. I want all of you to wait a little longer for social. No shame if you've already given your kids social media, but we're going to look at, in just the next few minutes, decoupling the phone from social media, 2 different discussions. Okay, so that's one of the resources. You know, Peter has asked for some of our other resources, which I think is a great reminder. So when you roll over resources, you'll all get VIP access. VIP stands for Very Informed Parent Access. I want to click on the 430 plus teen slang emojis and hashtags. These are what you need to know to be careful. Now, I'm not saying that they're all perfect, but if your kid starts using broccoli out of context, could it mean marijuana? I want to buy some broccoli. You're like, what does that mean? Or all kinds of other things. Some of these are accurate, and some of these, if they're taken massively out of context, we need to be just a little bit careful. But this is what has put us on the news a few times, the acronyms. We also have popular teen slang. If you click the buttons up there, what do these things mean? The dangerous hashtags, the social media acronyms again, social media terms, what does catfishing mean? And these are put together by law enforcement, by our amazing counselors, by teachers, psychologists, and so on, and the video game slang. So we have a lot of different things here, and they have absolutely put us on the map trying to serve you. If you see anything that we're missing, please let us know. There are no perfect experts here. There's just leading learners, and we're here to help you with that. Okay, 170 plus popular teen app list. This started about 13 years ago. This is a page that we created, and this page will outline the different zones. Parents, nothing on the internet is fully safe. Just like, oh, is there a car that's absolutely perfectly safe for my child to ever ride in? No, everything we try and build in airbags and all these other things and drive carefully. We do have what's called the Green Zone app, and we started bucketing these years ago when I would travel around to 29 different states. The Green Zone is not safe for kids to use unsupervised, but each app can serve a positive purpose when you're there with them. And that means they can positively create a social media footprint that's ready for college. When you're between the ages of 16 to 18, it's a time to look at the Green Zone apps. The gray zone apps are full. If you click on this, these contain lots of private disappearing messages. We got to be careful. This is where Minecraft happens to be in. And also Snapchat is in here as well. It's a little on the scary side, so we need to be a little careful there as well. Okay, and then you have the red zone apps. Red zone apps have lots of anonymous features, adult content, and easy contact with strangers. Supervision is strongly suggested, or move your kids to a safer zone. Red zone kids are like, it's fine, mom, you don't understand. It's kind of like running with scissors. The downside can vastly outweigh the upside. So let's be a little careful there. Then the dangerous challenges. Peter brought this up a little bit earlier to me, and we have a huge guide. So when you click on that, it's now a whole separate page. 25 plus dangerous social media challenges parents and teachers need to know to keep kids safe. You can find them by rolling over resources and clicking on the dangerous challenges. Again, kudos to the Smart Social army of parents who do the research for you to try and help you. And again, AI is using our data to train to save millions of lives, we think. So we just kind of let go and let it do its thing. So our dangerous challenges, you've got the silhouette challenge on TikTok, the bathroom vandalism challenge. We're going to click into that one just for a quick sec. The Benadryl challenge, blackout challenge. These are all pretty scary. We won't dive into them too much, but we'll click on the bathroom challenge. This was really big a few years ago. This is the parent and educator training video. What is it? Got a lot of views on YouTube. It's where students on TikTok encourage viewers to vandalize their school's bathrooms. Schools are finding damage from simple toilet paper spread across the bathrooms, all the way to costly damages needing $80,000 of repairs. That's what some districts are saying. The trend continues on. So it comes back and so on. And you can find all that on the dangerous challenges. We've got a lot more. We've got the popular video games, parental control software. I want to teach you about this real quick. A lot of parents ask, what kind of phone should I get my kids? We have all these software app guides. We've got different, let's look at this real quick. We've got different smartphones. Which ones are safe versus not safe? It's all a resource you have right here. You can click on these and see. And again, we're not paid by any of these. We just have a lot of different ones that you can look at that are watered down versions of a smartphone. Okay, for anyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's working now. Excellent, great. Excellent. Okay, we've got a bunch. Yes on Roblox, no on Roblox, and so on. Let's take a quick look at Roblox here real fast. I want to go up to the top and walk you through. If we're talking about Roblox, I want you to think of, if I were to ask you, hey, there's a few predators at a big park near your house, would you feel comfortable going to that with your kids there? It's a very popular park and it's very fun with kids, right? Kids absolutely love it. You'd probably say, I'm not interested. I don't think that's a good fit. Well, would you be okay with leaving your kids alone there? You'd be like, I don't know. That doesn't sound like a very good idea. Well, would you be okay with leaving your kids alone there at night? That's what Roblox has become. Roblox has about 30 to 40 million people on it, and a majority of them are kids between the ages of 11 to 18 years old. Some of them lie and get on it a little earlier. It's not good, but predators and sexual predators are going there because that's where the kids are at. And a lot of parents say, I don't have time to learn this game. I don't have time to spend time where my kids are at. So predators are having a field day chatting with kids. I'm going to share with you a very dangerous slide that parents typically rave about that unfortunately teaches exactly what the predators don't want you to know about Roblox. And then we're going to hear from some teenagers and so on. Put your best questions in there. And what we're going to do is we'll get to some of these answers. If you have any frustrations at home or whatever, I'll call upon our amazing Curtis and Peter to suggest what the best questions are. So let's dive into disappearing messages. Stand by. I've got a few different little things here. Let's go ahead, Snapchat and Instagram, teen risks, and share. So I'm going to dive down into slide number 42 that I have right here. What I'm about to show you, let me show you this here real quick right now. So in addition, we get a lot of questions from parents in my 50 plus live events I host each year, and I want to welcome all of you at the end of this. You're going to get a QR code. You're going to get a chance to join my events next week, unlock SmartSocial, and enter for a chance to win a 3D printer, a Kindle, a Bluetooth speaker, just for showing up to protect your kids. But in addition to the questions parents have around disappearing messages and spam accounts, parents are asking us, what kinds of messages might my child receive from strangers on these apps? Let's learn from some of the ways predators might message your child.
Parents, I want to share with you the top law enforcement tips you need to know to keep your kids safe from predators online. Sometimes a predator will say things like, let's turn on vanish mode, making messages untraceable, or they may suggest to set up another Instagram account and chat with them there. To build trust, predators might also say, I get you, and your parents don't. Now, law enforcement sees this as grooming, making your teen feel special to build a bond and to have them trust the stranger. They'll even encourage secrecy by saying your parents wouldn't understand, so don't tell them that we talked. Predators may try and control the situation by asking, where are you right now? Getting personal information about your child's routine or possible location. It can escalate quickly when a predator sends a photo and says, here's a photo of me, now send me one of you. If a teen complies, the conversation quickly escalates and the predator may threaten them, saying, send another photo or I'll share this with everyone you know. This type of manipulation leaves students feeling trapped in stress, and often students will become quiet and not know how to get help. Parents, please talk openly with your kids and make sure they're aware of how strangers online might manipulate them.
Okay, this is the most popular slide. It is a dangerous slide. It is scary. But if you go over these 7 steps with your kids, and to all the PTO amazing people here, I hope that you will steal this slide, steal my resources, my life's work, and share it and screenshot this. I'm going to share you this set. These are the law enforcement insights we've learned from FBI and all these other people that are out there protecting us. The 7 disturbing things predators say to kids online. Predators do not want you to ever share this slide with your kids. They want you to think that they can manipulate your children. It gets a little scary right now, but once you see this and once you have a little bit of a talk with your kids, the secrets that they have will no longer be powerful. In fact, they'll be powerless and you'll be closer as a family. Okay, so here's my secret. Number 1. They will often say to kids, hey, let's turn on vanishing mode here in Instagram. And that's where you're in direct messages and you swipe up and vanish mode turns on. It becomes a dark background and content starts disappearing. What does that mean? That means just like, well, Instagram steals a lot of Snapchat techniques and Snapchat was always disappearing, but Instagram now can do that in certain modes. And that means that if parents are trying to log in after kids had a chat with somebody in the same account, once everybody logs out, the kid and the predator or the kid and the other person, that message, that chat, that direct message disappears. So when vanishing mode is on, parents cannot see who they're talking to or what they're doing. Now, the next thing that they'll do is they'll say, hey, oh, your parents are in here? Set up another Instagram account and chat with me there. Parents don't have that login. They're trying to get to chat with your kids somewhere else, and they'll have a story. I got to tell you right now, predators are really good at stories, and stories are what humans love to follow along. In movies, we have stories that keep us from thinking about the reality of, well, that's not possible, but the story gets us there. So we got to be careful in step 2 and talk to your kids about the stories and not setting up other Instagram accounts. Number 3, they'll say, you're so pretty. I understand you. Your parents don't get you. They'll start to build trust and groom. And I got to tell you, parents, right now, your kids are begging for some attention in many cases. And if we're busy, Josh, I don't have time to play Roblox, Fortnite, Minecraft. Josh, you don't understand how busy I am. I get it. But the predators want you to say that. They want you to say, I'm so busy, I'll never be interested in that, because that's where they're at. And they're going to start complimenting your child, and this happens to little boys. This is a huge problem with 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old boys where their parents just don't have time for them. And so what they'll often do is they'll be playing games alone and somebody else who looks like a girl their same age starts complimenting them and wants to have an online relationship. Okay, so step 3, a little bit dangerous. I'm not going to lie to you. Step 4. They start to hide the relationship. Hey, your parents wouldn't understand. Don't tell them that we talked. They're starting to divide and say it's okay, and they're starting to build a rapport with your kids. Next, step 5. They'll start to collect personal information, and this means something in step 7. This is all strategic for them. They'll collect personal information. How old are you? Where are you right now? What school do you go to? We looked at some stats, and we were shocked at how many kids are being asked randomly at random times by some random person online, hey, where are you at right now? What's going on? What are the colors of your school? Sometimes kids are like, I don't want to share what school I go to, but I live in this city and here's the colors, my school colors. Well, it's very easy to find the school, right? And all these things and so on. So they'll collect random data points, not to just try and meet up with your kid, There's something very sinister they have here. Step 6, they will say, here's a photo of me, now send one of you. Now, guys, this is happening thousands of times a week, and it is all over the news. This is getting very dangerous right now. If you think this will never happen in my community, it's happening all the time. Here's a photo of me, now send one of you. They'll push to get an inappropriate photo of your kid. Your little boy who's 13, 14, 15, 16 thinks that a girl his similar age sent this to him, or vice versa. And they will then maybe send an inappropriate photo of themselves. And this is where it flips. They will say, send me money or I will send this photo to all of your friends and family. They will immediately get massively aggressive and harass kids, blackmail them, threaten the student, causing extreme stress and humiliation. You guys saw in step 5, they started collecting data. They now will go back to that data they have and say, I will go to XYZ school and tell all these people, and you're friends with this person. I know all your friends on Instagram, and they will use all of these steps against your child. I'm sad to say that within 6 hours, some kids have killed themselves with this process. Within this process, they think it's absolutely fine, and parents had no idea they were chatting with an overseas predator who didn't want to meet up with their kids, but wanted $500, $1,000, $2,000 out of their kid. And they were just blackmailing and belittling the child, and the child took their own life. So I hope that you'll screenshot this, steal it. I hope that you'll use it to share with friends and say, this is a cheat sheet so that no one can ever hurt our community. Let me know in that chat box if you have any questions, what your thoughts are. I really appreciate everybody literally getting in there and chatting because I want to see what your feedback is. I want to become the world's best at saving lives. So your feedback is helpful. David, all the iPhones in there, Lynn, Mark, Mr. Flynn, Patricia, I see you in there and I appreciate anything you can throw in there. Okay. Now let's dive into just a couple other little things. And also let me know if there's any questions in there. What's one of the biggest frustrations right now, Peter and Curtis, in the community? You have anything that is a big frustration right now?
I think, the disappearing messages, I know we kind of touched upon that a little bit, is something we see a lot in school too, because students think that when they do send these messages that, that it's gone forever, but they don't realize that they're being screenshotted, shared, and they're saying things that are inappropriate and shouldn't be sharing online. So we really want students to be mindful that when you do share something digitally, it is saved and that people do have access to it. And we really want to be careful and kind in the things that we are mentioning online.
Great. Let's hear from some real teens. In our parent night event, and this is in line with what Peter just said, my kids are always on Snapchat and Instagram, Josh. Why don't they just text? Let's listen to one teen's thoughts about the hidden dangers.
My favorite feature on Snapchat is pretty much just the basis of what Snapchat is and what it's used for. If the conversation starts to end, you can still snap pictures back and forth and keep your streaks with the person you're talking to. So it's kind of like you're always communicating with them, and it's like the conversation doesn't really fully stop, which is an aspect that I enjoy, especially if it's someone who I want to keep in touch with or want to keep talking to, but it's like we don't have something to talk about every single day. I think that's helpful.
I also like posting on my Snapchat private story, which is a feature where I can create a group of friends to view a photo or video that I post, like an Instagram story. This is also a way to keep in touch with friends that I may not be as close to or may not see as often, because they can just swipe up and reply to my story, and then we can start conversations from there.
Okay, so let's dive into, and I'm going to back out of some of this just a little bit so we can dive into this a little bit. I want to show everybody what spam accounts are. What is the difference? Why might my kid have a spam account? This is a big question we get. Josh, I overheard my daughter's friend. Let me put this in a different mode here so that I can really power through a few of these things. And I'm really grateful for everybody coming out tonight. Curtis, can you see my whole screen right there? Does that look good? Okay, great. Okay, Josh, I overheard my daughter's friend talking about her spam account on Instagram. Why would she have this? What is it? Is she doing bad secretive things? Let's listen to one of our amazing experts here at SmartSocial about why and how kids might use these secret accounts. Let's listen to Sarah.
So Finsta account is just what they call their fake Instagram account. That's why it's called Finsta. A lot of parents think that they are doing this to hide from the parent, when in actuality, most of the time when they're creating these fake accounts, they call it their spam account. And it's where they're going to enter contests and post not necessarily curated content. So their main feed is going to have like really nice looking picture of themselves, but their Finsta account might have them like just rolling out of bed in the morning. So they don't want that unedited content on their main account. They just want some place to share that unedited content. The reason they feel they have to have a curated page is because everybody else's life is so beautiful and curated, and they aspire to these like influencer accounts that have these just lavish lifestyles and friends and all of these things. And so they feel pressure to have that kind of life as well.
Okay, so that's the spam account. I do want to remind everyone that each week, let me go ahead and show you a little bit about this and what we do. And at the end of tonight, I'm going to give you a chance to enter for a chance to win tomorrow's giveaway: an Amazon Kindle, a 3D printer, a JBL Bluetooth speaker. Okay, and this is how we roll on this. During me talking, and I've only got a few more minutes, you have to participate in the chat box at least 3 times, stay to the end of the program, and use the QR code for an chance to win. I've got a QR code just for Danbury, just for your community. You fill out my little form here as well and tell us what you learned in my program. What's one of the tips? Here's your quiz. I'm going to ask you 2 questions at the end that goes to your district. I learned this. That's how I want you to answer it. Be specific. Tell your district what tips and techniques you learned today. They want to see it in their dashboard that they have access to. Curtis and Peter, I'm going to give you access to this dashboard so we can see it and reward parents. Also, there's going to be another question. Our family struggles with this topic, and I want to know what that topic is so we can create more videos. We've got 450 of these things. We want to make sure that we're on with that. So that's what I'm going to give you at the end and stuff. Again, we do 50 plus live events. Let me see if I can share with you this this program that we shared last night, and I'm going to share with you a very special video that's quite interesting. Application windows. Okay, so this is one that we had last night, 7 quick tips for a healthier screen time. This is what we call a screen time agreement that fixes a lot of the problems. Let me see if I can show you. How can I decrease conflict? Stand by for one quick sec while I throw this in there. I've got a special, okay, this is pretty powerful. So let's dive into this here real quick. Josh, I'm thinking of giving my 12-year-old son a phone. What is your advice? Let's hear a school district superintendent share tip number 3 from last night's program: how to introduce phones to kids before social media.
Once students turn about 12 years old, about half of them have phones. I would say by the time they're in 7th grade, by the time they turn 13 to 14, almost 100% of the students have cell phones. I think one of the problems we make as adults is treating cell phones and social media as a necessary marriage, and it doesn't have to be the case. It's almost always for safety reasons, and it really is nice to see parents teaching their kids how to communicate in appropriate ways with the family, making sure that they're notifying them of where they are and when plans change. I think that if you realize that they can have a phone, but not necessarily have to have all the apps and social media on that phone, I think that the age that parents are giving their children access to phones is really pretty appropriate. I think middle school is an appropriate age. Again, not for social media, but just for the phone itself. And so I think that when you're looking at that age appropriate access, then your secondary question is, now when do I let them have Instagram? When do I let them have access to TikTok, YouTube videos? To me, we need to start separating some of those questions, because I feel like students are a lot more responsible with phones in general than maybe they are with social media.
I think that's a huge key takeaway we're seeing all over the industry. In a co-parenting environment we live in, giving a child a phone in middle school there's no shame here. Absolutely fine. You can track them. They can call you back, whatever. Obviously, in classroom, we want them to focus. We want them to focus on classroom activities. But what the superintendent just said is so powerful. You can decouple that conversation and say, someday we'll move into social media when we're ready. Now, how do we get rid of that? How do we make sure that we're doing the things we need to do to make sure our kids are not downloading the apps? Okay. So what I want to do is actually, I kind of want to walk you through some dialogue starters about, this is a really powerful thing. We do this at every one of our events. This is about balancing screen time. I think you might like this, balancing screen time. So I'm going to give you dialogue starters. You can steal this, run with it. And you can use this in the car ride to school, the car ride on the way home from school, the dinner table, whenever you want. And if your kids don't answer you or they don't want to talk, you still get 4 extra points from SmartSocial because you tried. And we want them to know that they can come to you if they see anything wrong. Okay, first you could say, and these aren't perfect. Hey, what do you enjoy most about this show, app, video game that you're watching? Again, you can tweak this for your kids. How do you feel after you've been in front of a screen for a long time? More energized or more tired? Why do you think that is? Perhaps you could say, hey, if we set a goal this week for better screen time balance, like more outdoor time, family time, better sleep, what could we try together? Give the child ownership and see what they say. And maybe they don't have an answer for you, but maybe they do a week later. Maybe they want you to be off your phone a little bit more, which please don't take that personally. It's a wonderful thing when they start coming to you like that, because then we can work together. Hey, would it be helpful to set a timer when it's time to turn off screens so I don't have to nag you? Great start to that. Okay, actually, let's go back. Please screenshot this, steal it, run with it. We would love for you to try these. Let your school district know. Did you tweak it? Did it work? You can let me know in that chat box if there's any dialogue starters you used that you liked the most. Let me give you all these as well. Hey, when you're on your phone a lot, this is a bonus round. Do you ever feel like you miss out on other things you enjoy? I mean, this is really interesting. Yeah, I feel like I used to like to play my guitar or this or whatever that is. Who do you usually chat with online? Are they people you know in real life? And that's a big, big one to open up. Well, yeah, mom, they're friends of friends. They go to another school and they're friends with Billy online. It might be a predator. Let me tell you how secret. These predators will add like 37 kids at a school, and inherently about half of them will accept the ad. They'll go, oh, okay, maybe I know that person because one other person knows them. Okay. And all of a sudden they've infiltrated all these kids, and now you think that you're friends with another friend, and what they're really doing is just adding kids out of the blue. So your kid might think this is another person that they know, and they might start to trust them. What's the hardest part about balancing screens, schools, and friends? Is there anything about being on social media or video games that ever makes you feel uncomfortable or stressed? So hard, right? Okay, now enter in the chat box, parents, please. What has worked or not worked in your family to create healthy screen time habits? Especially kids are about to get a cell phone around the holidays, some new cell phones, some first time cell phones, some new apps. Let me know in that chat box. Dr. Peter says, friends of friends is heard a lot. That's something to be mindful of. Absolutely. TS says, apologies for joining quite late and asking the question may have already been answered. Will this recording be available? Absolutely. Yes. We've got Angela says Insta and Roblox, no. Angela, yeah, hold on to that. Instagram, yes. Kara, there's a lot of really good stuff. We have Instagram night we can give to you. And we're going to give you a little link here in just a sec to get, again, we're doing a giveaway tomorrow. So let us know in that chat box if there's anything that you have. Okay, so I want to show you just real quick a family media agreement, then give you a QR code, get you into the software, and make sure that you can share this with other people. So why and how to create a family media agreement? Josh, how can I decrease conflict and still communicate clear boundaries with my child around screen time? Parents, maybe you don't have your kids online yet. That's amazing. This is a way to start doing that when you're ready. Let's talk about why it's important to ask the right questions ahead of time to avoid future issues. Parents, are you struggling with screen time battles with your kids? At SmartSocial.com, we found that the one thing that is a total game changer for most families is creating a family media agreement. It sets expectations for everyone and helps teens understand the importance of balancing screen time with real-life activities. But this agreement isn't just about rules. It opens up a dialogue and builds on trust and helps each family to have a more meaningful set of conversations. We highly recommend downloading the family media agreement from SmartSocial.com and filling it out together to create clear expectations and to help your kids stay safe online and navigate this crazy digital world that we live in. Okay, so we're going to do the giveaway here in just a few. We actually do it tomorrow, but the QR code I give you lets you sign up and lets you enter for a chance to win one of these items. It's part of the partnership we have with your school district. We want to incentivize you. But first, I have to teach you how to save so many frustrations from your family. A social media agreement is available, but lots of organizations have them. I put my army of incredible parents nationwide on this, and they spent a month going through this. So I'm going to show you how to find it. On the front of smartsocial.com, you just click on the word, go to the search box that's there, or click in the upper right and type in the word agreement. And you'll notice that it just shows up, social media agreement templates for your family. You'll be able to go to it and see it all. And when you click on it, there's two versions of it that are pretty incredible. There's the condensed version. Josh, I only have 5 minutes. Okay, great. Here's a one sheet that you can literally print out and dialogue with your kids. If you really want to sit down for an hour before you give your kids a phone, if you basically want to, if you're going to give your kids a Ferrari, which that's what the phone is, you might want to teach them how to drive it first. And that means they have to sit down and be a responsible driver because it will harm your family. So we have a full agreement that's pretty amazing. And it's different sections about how to take care of the phone, what apps you're not allowed to ever download, what apps you are, what the passwords are. It's incredible. In fact, we will save a life in a community if more parents kind of do this. They always come to us and go, "Why didn't you tell us?" This is me telling you the full agreement will protect you all year long, which is pretty incredible. Okay, so that's an agreement that we'll give to you at the end. I want to share with you all the QR code or the link. I know there's a couple surveys in there. I'm going to give you one link that I want you to do for Smart Social here right now so that we can have this ready for you. We're going to go ahead and share that. This is the Smart Social QR code. Let me stand by for just 1 second, make sure I've got this right. I don't think I clicked on the right one. Okay, so stand by for 1 sec. I keep clicking. There we go. Little button was hidden. Okay, you should see a QR code on your screen right now, my friends, and you should be able to scan that. And that is going to put you into the Smart Social platform, and you'll see a Danbury pop-up. So please do that right now. This is your chance to be able to enter for a chance to win our weekly events. It'll put you into the Smart Social platform for free. And our partnership with your district provides this. It's valued at $100 per family per year, complimentary. There's no upcharge, no anything else. Scan that QR code or click here. I don't want to put the other type here. Here's your district access link. Stand by for 1 sec. You can click on this link. Let me just put this in. There you go. Thank you so much, Peter. That is the link. You can register with Smart Social here. Click that link or scan the QR code. And what it's going to do is let you register. We're going to see how some of those pop in. And then I'm going to give you one more once you're registered so you can fill out the feedback form and everything else and give us feedback today. Again, we do a giveaway every week. We want to reward you for doing amazing things to learn how your kids are behaving online and how to protect them. Okay, Abby says, can you post it here? Great. Thank you, Curtis and Peter. That's terrific. And we will make it available for later viewing. Vicky says, turn off Wi-Fi parental control. It turns it off, dad and kids. Great. H. Collins says, stay on top of what apps are being used and the chats that are occurring. Absolutely. That's a really great. Good job. And those are great tips. Absolutely great. Thank you, Abby, for the positive note. So I want to hear from Peter and Curtis right now. What other questions? People are filling that form out, and we are going to give everybody a chance to then enter for a chance to win. So you can tell everybody what you learned. Again, this is a pretty short one because I'm just bouncing between some of the programs that we have here at Smart Social. And then I want to teach one more thing. I want to teach our sharing center. Because this is the PTO, I see you all as people who I'm going to knight to go off into the world and share our life-saving programs. And you'll be able to then also get points and enter for a chance to win other stuff. So once, absolutely, student videos. Once you have, please let me know in the chat box once you have registered for this. And then what I'm going to do is once you've registered, I think there's a way. Everybody has probably already done that and clicked on that, and it will take you over to the members page. So stand by for 1 sec. I think there's a way to go to the members area. It'll probably land you on the page that looks like this, and we can also stand by for 1 sec. Let's see if we can share this again. There's a lot of buttons going on here, and we'll move that around, and we will go over to this page right here, and we will share that. Okay, so you'll probably see this, and when you land on it, you'll see give event feedback, and you'll be able to then give event feedback about today, and that's where you probably just landed. And this form will let you do that. Tell us what you learned about the event. I'm going to go ahead and give that to everybody once you've registered. It will be in here in the chat box. Give event feedback and enter for a chance to win a prize every Friday that we give away. So let everybody know kind of what you learned, complete sentence, and what safety topic does your family struggle with. It'll take you about 30 seconds to fill that out, and we will make sure that you're entered for a chance to win in Smart Social, and that way you get our weekly events and so on. Okay. In addition to that, what questions, Peter and Curtis? I'd love to hear from you. And then we're going to dive into one last resource before I let everybody go. What questions do you have, or what topics, before I show the sharing center?
I mean, Josh, this is so like overwhelmingly amazing. I mean, Peter and I have just been kind of talking on the side over here, just like how really great this is because, we did something similar, but you have done a lot of work and research. I'm actually kind of going to throw it out to kind of parents and everything right now. Is there anyone right now on the call who this is a certain app or anything in social media or phone related that you would like to Josh for to look up or to find? If we have a couple of
And
extra minutes.
Curtis brings up a great point. Put that in that topic. What social media safety topic or app does your family struggle with? You're entering for a chance to win. You're answering Curtis's question, and you're helping the district and Smart Social to better ourselves. Because, as Dr. Peter says right now with his two thumbs up, we're a village and we have to work together. You are not an island trying to protect your kids. Smart Social, our army of incredible parents in 7 states trying to protect you. This is all we do. And we want to bring it to you. So there's no shame. Yeah, feel free to write any questions you have there. You can unmute, but put it in that form and we'll bring them up. And also, we'll send those resources to you as well. Again, not to hijack that. Sorry about that, Curtis, but
Oh no,
you guys
you're
get the idea. And at the end, your district will then be able to dive in and see your feedback and say, what am I learning? And so on from Smart Social. They really like this. The superintendent likes it. Kudos to your district too. Without your district's support, the annual support that they provided, Smart Social would not exist. We have districts just like yours all over the country. We work really hard to get better every day by 1%, where I'm always telling the team, how can we improve this? And it's support from your district that provides this. Um,
uh thank you, Josh. Holly, can you just explain what you mean there? Do you mind coming off mute?
and then people are filling that out.
I think it was meant to say, how can you stay on top of apps that are being used, like that are occurring? So like how to stay most like current with the different apps and social media platforms.
How do you stay current? It's a really great question.
Oh, good.
If you if
Thanks,
when
Doctor.
you fill out this, we're gonna update you each week with a little newsletter that's skimmable. Parents seem to love it. We'll update you each week when you sign up for that link that says Danbury Public Schools in it. You saw that link. So when you sign up for Smart Social, just to get your free membership, it's going to email you each week. The Army of Parents do the research, and they're going to update you on the latest threats. What do those threats look like? Well, these are the threats that you're going to see. Learn the hottest, most urgent trends covering each week. We have two video editors, researchers, YouTube's new gambling and violence rules, teen AI misuse, fake photos, dangerous pranks, and deepfakes. We've got online predators and teen privacy. These are a lot of the latest ones. They are a 2 or 3 minute video. We call it a Josh Talk. It's because we used to have Mom Talk on the podcast, Superintendent District Talk, and now it's Josh Talk. Let's give you what you need in 2 minutes or less. We've got online predators and teen privacy, how to talk to your kids about disturbing content. We really bring these to light every single week. So if you dive in, and I hope everybody here filled out that link. I hope they're not like, I'll do it later. Later doesn't exist. When it comes, the predators want you to do it later. They really want you to get busy and do it later. I know a close family friend said, they're on Roblox, is totally fine. And then they heard one of my events and they went, we're getting our kids off of Roblox. I didn't know that's what the predators want us to do. So we're going to keep you updated on all this stuff once you join. I'm going to round out my program here in the next 5 minutes so that you all can at least be in the platform, be ready to go. And it's a marathon of us together. I'm going to be your best friend. And you don't have to learn it all right now because it's a lot to handle. Let me show you one more thing for all of us that are doing this. I hope you signed up. Let me know if you scanned this QR code, please, everyone. I'm going to give it to you one more time. Danbury has provided you with, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to move this over here. So Danbury has provided you with this special $99 annual program, and it is that QR code gets you the $100 thing. The only way to enter for a chance to win is make sure you're in there, come into our events. You can enter for a chance to win each week. I hope that you're able to enter your data in there, fill it out, and then you're invited and so on. I want to show you one more little tiny thing that we have before I depart. And I'm grateful to your school district for partnering with us, but also for giving me the chance to at least share what we do. So I'll share this real quick. We'll share here and we'll look at this. For all of our PTO family and friends here right now, because you're leaders in the community or even just any parent in the room or educator, once you're logged in, it'll say your name. You're logged in. And once you're logged in, you'll be able to roll over members and scroll down to Sharing Center. Sharing Center. What does that mean? Well, districts call this the copy and paste center. So if parents have any questions on this, you can text or email the unique links below to other parents at your school district so they can get access to smartsocial.com for free. These links use your district's unique login code to make the events and replays free for parents. So you can click this link and it'll put it in a newsletter for you. So all of your counselors can use this, and it takes all of our next events, 7 quick tips. This was last night's replay. It'll take, is screen time pulling your child away? It has all these different events that you can send to parents, and let's say this one right here, we're going to incognito it. I don't know if it'll let me do that. It'll incognito it, and it will essentially show this. Do my best to incognito this. And this is the incognito. This is a different school district I'm logged in as you know, but it'll let everybody log in and register. So you can send this to any of your friends. They can register. If they miss it and they refresh, it cookies them and it goes, hey, you have a free, you have something free waiting for you. And it kind of bugs them on the pages because that's what parents and districts were begging for. They get all the resources for free. It automatically unlocks them and reminds them to opt in, which is so important. So let me go back to that sharing center here real quick and show it to you, just another little tiny feature. If we scroll down here, I may have accidentally kicked out the wrong one. Stand by for one quick sec. And we will do this, and we'll go back over to SmartSocial. And again, that sharing center, I'll put it in here for everyone, but the sharing center is something that helps you share it with other parents so they can get free access. You also get some points. So once you've clicked here, and I think you have this, once you share it with other people, you start to get points to enter for a chance to win. We incentivize people. Let's go back over to that sharing center. If you scroll down to the bottom, you've got the events first in green. If you scroll to the bottom, these are all of our event replays. These are the resources that we have. And it's a whole newsletter. Hello, school district community. It'll put your school district's name in there. Here's the latest free safety resources. You can just copy all this, put it into a newsletter. You can say, you know what? Let me go find the one that is just for optimizing parental controls, or Sora. We just made this one. Sora and ChatGPT. And when people click on this in a newsletter, it pops up and they're in the program. You get credit and points. It puts your email on the end and you get credit and it tracks. It's pretty neat. Minecraft, and you can see our latest 40 to 50 resources with your embed code in it. Again, we want to make it viral. We want to use the power of all these point systems that they're using in the apps for the power of good. CapCut is owned by TikTok. And so on. So we've got all these different apps, and that's the sharing center for all of our PTO. Amazing people. I want to open it up to some questions. You can unmute yourself. There's probably not a question I haven't gotten nationwide. I'm not very special at all, but the program we have is. And so I'm here to humbly answer any questions you have. We've got about 5 minutes if you like, and I'm not going anywhere, but I want to be respectful of your time. So if you have any questions, raise your hand or unmute yourself. And Curtis and Peter, any questions from you?
Josh, so like what are like some of like the major things that you're seeing from other schools and just kind of like that parents kind of have, you think just kind of across the board? Is there something that comes up the most often?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of kids are we have a lot of AI tools in here where we teach AI the positive way. Everything is good and bad. So if you're using AI, if your kid is discovered using AI by just putting the math program in and using the number and going back, we're noticing that it's very detrimental to their brain power. They're not learning. They'll just literally, if they're okay, if somebody allows them, they'll put the question in, they'll put the number over here, and they're using the tool instead of learning. So one of our AI programs is using AI to improve learning and reduce cheating. So that's a big one. How do we learn? And we want to teach you the good power of AI is, hey, give me a 20-step process so I can learn the guitar, and then tell me where everybody else is not good at things and what I should do, and then give me 7 YouTube videos so I can learn that. So we're actually getting a coach out of AI because our family, I mean, I couldn't afford much tutoring. The dream that we want with AI, and again, we don't want to be afraid of it, but we don't want to just let our kids go on it without us having a dialogue and being there to coach him. The dream is, there was a psychologist many years ago who said if we can just get every kid 1.5 hours of tutoring a night, we can take a kid from a C to a B, an order of magnitude up, maybe an A minus, if every kid had a tutor. AI is here to do that, but we don't want the tutor to be tricked into doing the problems and just giving the math output or writing the essays. So that is a big one, and your district's working with on that. Every district is like, how do we reduce cheating? How do we build guardrails? How do we make sure bad things aren't happening? Another trend that we're seeing is if you let your kids on these apps and you're not with them, I don't have time, Josh, I'm too busy. I get it. They will start chatting with the AI as though it's a therapist, and they will start to learn things you don't want them to learn. And it's called there's a lot of things that can happen there. They can hurt themselves because the AI might not have guardrails at home. They can also just learn all kinds of stuff that you don't want them to learn. So knowing what they're doing on their phone is very important. A lot of parents say, I don't have the right. They have privacy. If you bought your kids a car at 15 and gave them the keys at 16, A, you'd probably teach them how to drive it. B, would you keep an extra set of keys for that car in case? Well, of course, Josh, because it's a 4,000-pound dangerous bullet that could kill another family or hurt our family or whatever. Absolutely. And would you keep a set of keys? Well, so that you knew what was in the trunk. Maybe one of their friends put something illegal in there. Absolutely. I'd want to go in there and know. And that's the type of privacy probably on the phone. The phone, you keep a set of keys, you've purchased that for them. You're paying for the insurance and everything else on the car. You're probably doing the same thing on the phone as well. It's not their phone. And if they're under 18, they can absolutely get you in huge trouble, ruin your career. I didn't mean to. Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately, we have to be experts at all these things, and we're here to do that. So knowing what your kid's doing on your phone, being on the apps that they're on, having a rich dialogue with them. I've kind of given you some of that here tonight. So important. We're now in a new world where we have to kind of just be there with our kids more and more. Any questions? Did I answer your question, Peter?
You did, and we actually had a follow-up question in the chat just about like kind of more AI specific in terms of Smart Social. Is the Smart Social look at some of those AI kind of conversations?
Yeah, we do. We have a big AI night. And so it's called AI for Student Success. I don't know why one of those keeps disappearing right there, but what we're going to do is click on here, and we have AI for Student Success. Let's do Student Success and see if, and AI for Student Success is a really big one that we have. Let me see if I have that. I don't know why it's not coming up in our little thing. We do have it, and I will find it for all of you. Stand by for 1 sec. That's the one that keeps disappearing on my little thing. We have the replays here, AI for Student Success. Here it is. This is a really powerful deep dive. It teaches you all about, it's one of our live events, and it teaches you all about it's 1 hour and 14 minutes. You can watch it at 2x. It has live, it's very recent. It has teens teaching AI, prompt engineering, the positive use case. It's got some school district leaders in it, psychologists, therapists, counselors. You've also got little tiny things here. So what I can do is once you're in, you'll be able to look at it. Let's go ahead and give this to everybody in the chat. This is our AI boot camp, if you will, for parents and teens. There's a lot of teens in this program that watch it. So there's your AI for Student Success, being productive and learning future skills. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, I think it's such a big field, and obviously it's, evolving as we kind of learn more what it can do and how it can, kind of be embedded with schools and also how students are interacting with it at home. So it's always good to kind of be at the forefront of that as much as possible.
Smart Social doesn't believe in scaring you or talking in vague terms. So, parents, we're going to teach you prompt engineering very quickly, how to use it, how to talk to your kids about it, how to keep it exciting, and then what's going to go wrong and what the news says. It's very, very quick. And you're going to get world-class feedback. And there's a bunch of teens in here. Look, one, two, and there's a fifth grade teacher who teaches you the very line where you can use AI, and then if you use it too much right in this line, then you're cheating. And he shows you that line. It's pretty powerful. Yeah. Okay, parents, I hope that you have signed up using the QR code, PTO members, so that we can enter you for tomorrow's chance to win. And I'm really grateful for everybody who signed up here today. Are there any other questions you might have? We're here to help you. Okay.
Yeah, just finally, everyone who's online, just please fill out our survey that was posted for you to complete just based on the program. And then also, Josh, you provided your feedback survey as well for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
viewers.
exactly. Ours is going to get you into Smart Social for the year. I think we also have sent postcards, and if we haven't, Peter and Curtis, I'm going to talk to you afterward about postcards that get people signed up for Smart Social, and it has a rundown of all of our events. One more thing that we have on resources, live events. These are the upcoming events for the next month. We've got all of our December ones. We've got some coming up in January. If you click on the events, resources, and events, this is how to find all of our amazing replays that are embedded. We have Snapchat and Instagram teen risks, the hidden dangers of disappearing messages, combating online bullying, supporting positive behaviors, sneaky ways video apps keeps teens watching, pros and cons of video games. These are our world-class live events that are really take a lot of undertaking. Understanding social media's impact on teens. This is on their anxiety and their attention span. I think everything's going into bad attention span now. Avoiding strangers in dangerous situations right here. This is a big one. We've also got shining online. I wrote a book called Light, Bright, and Polite, How to Shine Online. And then making screen time fun while reducing the negative impact. So we've got a lot of different stuff here. Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing resources for our community and for our families. I'm so happy that we have had this collaboration, and we will make sure we get this out to our parents and our community.
Thanks, everyone.
Dr. Ditmar and I would love to take a picture with you, or like a screenshot photo, if you don't mind
Absolutely.
smiling with us on the camera.
Here we go.
All right, Dr. Ditmar, are you ready?
Am I doing it or are you doing it?
You can do it. All right, just do a countdown, please, because I like to be good. So,
I got you.
okay.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Awesome, everyone.
Josh, we really thank you so much, and we appreciate you. And did you want to, maybe we can find some time to touch base? I think you said you want to send some postcards to us.
Yeah, we're going to ship you some postcards, and
Okay.
it'll have some great stuff. I'll have the team reach out. But
Okay.
hey, thanks everyone. If you've enjoyed tonight, also let your school district know, let your counselors know. We're grateful for the partnership, and we want to make sure we do some great stuff. Savannah and Mr. Flynn, thank you so much for joining us on video as well. We appreciate it.
And Mr.
Great
Flynn
to have you.
is our principal, Josh, so that's him right there.
Principal Flynn, it's great to have you here tonight. Thank you very much for being here. All right, everyone. You have a wonderful night. I'm going to bow out. If you need anything, you can reach out on Smart Social's contact form.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. So